Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I am Dylan.
And I'm Vinny, and today we're talking about some of our best and worst calls since having this channel. Dylan and I have been on YouTube now for 2 years, and we try to be as honest and brutal about our own shortcomings. That's why we named the channel this. We're talking about some of the most stupid things we've done over the last couple of years in stocks.
Great.
Two Super Guys Trade Stocks.
Yep. The definition of stupid is literally what we were trying to achieve with this channel. So that way, all of you out there that make stupid trades, at least you kind of have other people that share the same kind of company as you.
To be clear, there's no such thing as a stupid trade as long as you learn from it, right? You're even going to repeat the same mistake. It's as long as you don't continuously repeat it, that's huge. But I look at it as, all right, I lost 5K on a dumb mistake, but some people spend 100 grand in college for some very questionable majors that don't lead to anything. So I look at it like that.
Or, I don't know if you've ever hooked up with an ex, but you can make that same mistake 20, 30 times before you finally learn your lesson. Okay?
See? So this would be my best call. nkla, which I got a lot of crap for, I got to be honest, because I said it 3 times. I shorted it at 3 different areas from like 18 to 12 and then 12 to 7 and then 9 to 2 or something like that. So yeah, this stock's not yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Great investment. We literally, I don't know if you guys ever have a long been around the channel, but there was like a person on one of our first nkla video that was literally making these pump up montages about nkla stock, just like Rocky and like a lion and then like nkla logo.
Yeah.
And he spammed our comments incessantly. He disappeared from the last one, at least as far as I'm aware. Because maybe he finally saw that we weren't completely off base on our criticisms of this company.
He also said that I belong in prison for talking negative of nkla. That was a good time. But I gotta be honest, I made so much money off this company. So if I had to say, I think my other best call would be TLT, because I shorted that 2 different times as well. And I didn't get a lot of crap for that, but man, I made a lot of money on that.
Yeah, that was originally inspired by a burry position, but you made money. He was already out of the position by that point, so it's kind of funny how it goes too early. Sometimes might as well be wrong, right?
Yep.
So this was one that we did actually too. We also cut a lot of crap on this video. SafeMoon. Their community is very vocal and very supportive, and someone I know actually bought some of their tokens, and when he asked me my opinion of it, I was like, I will say that I think they have a very vocal community and they're very kind of passionate about it. But ultimately, I invest to make money, and this hasn't worked out so well from a investment standpoint. You know what's ironic? I noticed about this while I was on their website too. This is CoinMarketCap. They don't have like an all-time percentage. You can't just like, how far is this down from the peak?
They don't let you look.
It looks horrible.
Yeah.
So I don't have a scale that makes sense from a percentage standpoint for those that are more stock-oriented investors.
This is also the coin that wouldn't let you spend their own coin to buy their own merchandise. That's how you knew it was going to be solid.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. I guess I don't know. I didn't really think about this the way I organized it, but these are some of our better calls. This whole AMC thing. By the way, I am still holding my 1 share of AMC that I bought out of solidarity with the damn apes. It's stupid me. It's down like probably 85% from where I bought it. Completely astronomical. But hey, you know what? I held out longer than those clowns who are passionate about this thing. They thought they were going to change the world. Whatever.
Yeah. I love this call. I said this was crap, and we got a lot of hate. It was actually it was our fastest video to 1,000 views, and then we didn't get like one more because YouTube algorithm killed it because there was only dislikes. Like we just got like mobbed by the thing. Yeah,
it was pretty funny. One of the other financial YouTubers had actually put out a video about it too, and then he took it down. And I actually messaged him privately. I'm like, why'd you take this down? He goes, I was getting just too much hate.
Yeah.
I mean, some people can stand the heat better than others,
I don't care.
Yeah. 72% over the last 5 years. This doesn't reflect when everyone was buying into it. There's this massive spike here, which admittedly, I think my cost basis on it was somewhere around 40.
Yeah, it's down like almost like 98% from where people were buying it in the hype.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely disgusting. All right, now some of the real crap.
Some of the real crap. So this was my worst call by far. I should mention PayPal. I lost like 2 or 3K on a really bad option on that, but I mean this is like way worse. Fubo, I was caught up in the gambling aspect because I thought that gambling and their little mini game would be like the most addicting thing ever. But I didn't take a look. I pulled a Munger, right? He's like, I forgot Bobo's retail. I didn't realize they're still competing with cable, and cable's a problem, and their price point is just outrageous, right? So it's really, I learned that you really have to step back from the situation because like they go from like 500,000 users to like 600,000 in a quarter. I'm like, dude, that's 25% growth or 20. Man, it's still nothing though. Like there's no one on it, and I think I lost 20K total.
Yeah.
I saved this in my my account. I sold it last year for tax harvesting. So all my gains look like I didn't make a lot.
All right,
The one plus.
Yeah. Pretty goddamn brutal chart there.
I sold
didn't
it
even realize it got
$3.
down to $1 a share now.
I didn't know that either. I stopped following it. My average cost I think was 20. I'm pretty sure it was 20.
It's a rough one. I will give you credit. It was definitely a novel, interesting thing, and like you're seeing a lot of this gambling legalization and very interesting. But I'd rather let it shake itself out and see who's actually going to be the profitable player in the market before I'd be interested.
It was during a time where all of these stocks were going crazy, right? Yeah. Like people were saying NEO was overvalued at like $15, right? And then it's at 70. You're like, oh my God, why didn't I invest?
Yeah.
So,
we always do mistakes. This is probably one of my worst ones, man. I made several videos about this. I held it for like 2 years. Intel stock, actually, I sold it down 50%. Yeah, sure, I earned some dividends over the time. I sold some covered calls. I had trimmed my position a little bit slowly over time too, but I took like a 50% loss on Intel stock. It just the company fundamentals deteriorated so rapidly. They're chasing a lower margin business. They're trying to keep up with AMD, and like they're doing okay. Like they're trading punch for punch from watching kind of tech reviewers in terms of their CPUs. But if you watch the most recent stuff about like the actual like server chip market, they're getting decimated.
Yeah,
by
they're getting killed.
AMD, and that's where the money's made when you're talking about $6,000 to $10,000 chips, not on the $300 one I put on my goddamn computer here, right? Like it's the big money ones that really matter, and they're not even in the same realm as AMD at this point. So maybe someday I'll touch it again, but it's gonna be quite a while, and they're gonna have to prove it to me first.
It's also poor management was huge on that one. The leadership was a problem.
Yeah, and I give Pat Gelsinger still a little bit of credit, like he's trying, but like I'm at the phase where Intel has to show me rather than tell me.
Right. That's super fair. Oh boy.
Yep. Yeah. I probably should have used an even longer like a time horizon for the Intel one here. It hung out in this mid 50s, and that's kind of where I bought it, and it just cut it in half from that standpoint, basically. But if you look at even longer time horizon, the all-time high in the stock was back in like 1999 or 2000, back in the dot-com bubble.
Yeah, it still has not regained its peak. It's like the only chip stock that's still around that isn't up like 200%. Instead, it's not even up anything.
Yeah, absolutely disgusting. Don't get me wrong, they paid out dividends over that time, but it's like complete and utter joke. And this is one we don't really know yet. What do you think?
I mean, I have like a five-year horizon on this. Like at least 5 to 10. Also, like I'm hella short right now on the market. I could be wrong on that. That could be a mistake. I just don't know yet. Yeah. But Baba, it's a lot of time, which we knew going into it.
Yeah. Completely agreed. That's my still investment thesis with it. You know, I still own Baba. I actually once again made the cover call mistake. If you want to add up mistakes, I am still doing options trading because I'm a moron and I can't get away from it. I'm a goddamn addicted. So I sold the cash secured put, got my Baba shares back after I had them called away from me, and then now I'm selling covered calls against again because I need at least 25, 30 lessons with my ex-girlfriend, also known as Alibaba stock, before I can actually learn from this.
You know what? If we're gonna throw out those kind of things, I sold Nvidia and Meta a day before earnings, and they're both up 25% and like 30, right? Because I tried to time the market, which is fine. I'm not against that, but I shouldn't be timing the market on stuff I want to hold for a long time. Like it's investing, not trading. I've made that huge mistake.
We all make plenty of stupid ones. Hey, another thing, you know, if you want to actually have a little positivity towards the end of this video, is I checked my performance compared to the SPY year to date, and I'm outperforming by like 9.5% so far this year.
Nice. I have no idea what I am. I'll have to look. I have not checked.
All right, guys. Catch you in the next one.
Later, guys.